For the past few weeks, the Golden State Warriors have been working out veterans who could fill one of their final roster spots that the team has open. We've heard names like Will Barton, Stanley Johnson, and Derek Favors. They've had tryouts, but if we're being honest, those names don't move the needle a whole lot for me. But guys, the Warriors have gone fishing for bigger names and bigger talent, and they have found it. An 8-time All-Star will be meeting with the Warriors this week, and if the reports are accurate, both sides are very interested in one another. So in today's video, I'll tell you how likely I think this is to happen and what it would mean for the upcoming Warriors season. Thanks for checking out the channel today, guys. My name is Troy. This is the Half Court Report. Got lots of new viewers to the channel with this video, so welcome to you. Glad to have you aboard. If you like a channel that has consistent videos reporting on the latest NBA news and content, then click that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Would love to have you be a part of what we've got going on here at the Half Court Report. It's lots of fun. Well, Mr. Dwight David Howard, a.k.a. Superman, a.k.a. D12. Now this is a signing I could actually get excited about. The news was first broken by Shams Charania over at The Athletic, and it was confirmed by other Warriors reporters. Dwight Howard meeting with the Warriors, and we're going to see if a signing comes out of this. Check out the resume on Dwight Howard. 15 years in the NBA, 8-time All-Star, 8-time All-NBA selection, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, former NBA champion. That's just a few of his accolades. He has career averages of 16 points and 12 rebounds. Guys, Dwight Howard is a future Hall of Famer, and he could be coming to the Bay. He last played in the NBA as a member of the Sixers during the 2021-2022 season, where he averaged 6 points and 6 rebounds in 16 minutes per game. But this past season, he played for a team in Taiwan, and he dominated. 23.2 points, 16.2 rebounds, 5 assists, and he even made 16 three-pointers. Yes, Dwight Howard shoots threes now. The dude still has it. He was named the T1 League's most valuable import. He was also named to the All-Star team, and since he is a three-point specialist now, apparently, he took part in the three-point contest. And sure, you can say that Dwight Howard is past his prime. There's not really going to be an argument there, but he is a solid contributor, and I think he can still play and succeed in the NBA. He would be joining a Warriors team that will continue to rely on Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. So as a result, Howard could find himself open on the block for easy dunks or lobs at the rim. He could come off the bench where you pair him with a playmaking forward like Draymond. That sounds like a recipe for success on a Golden State team that's looking to make it back to the finals after winning it all in 2022. Dwight Howard's high defensive IQ and size could give the Warriors center depth that they've needed for the last 2 seasons. And with Draymond's workload last season a concern down the stretch, Howard could see playing time in matchups in the regular season and in the playoffs against skilled big men such as Nikola Jokic or Anthony Davis. Always good to have an extra body when you're going against those types of guys. Not only can Howard be another defensive look for Golden State to throw out there, his presence can help the team manage Draymond and Kevon Looney's minutes throughout the season. They could have used someone like Dwight last year when Draymond's little injuries were piling up as he played nearly every game in a tough postseason push. The Warriors are continually considering adding a big in the buyout market for some relief, and I think Howard could be the answer to that. He plays similar to Kevon Looney, a smart defender in the post and a rebounder. He can set screens, he can score. If he accepts a non-guaranteed deal like he did with the Lakers a few years ago, it gives the team the option to trade or waive Howard at no cost. If you ask me, it's an easy decision. The Warriors have Looney as their starting center already and Draymond as their small ball backup. Then they also have Dario Saric giving some useful front court depth, but that still doesn't feel like enough. There are several people in the Warriors organization who believe a player like Dwight Howard could come in, muscle the opposition, grab a few rebounds, commit some fouls on certain nights, and in certain matchups would really help in rounding out this roster. Among the available free agent candidates, Dwight has the most upside. So what's it going to take for the Warriors to officially make the decision to sign Howard? The Athletic's Anthony Slater says that the Warriors have brought in, quote, a ton of veteran big men for workouts within the last few weeks, and that Howard represents the biggest upside and is, quote, a real option. He also adds that the Warriors' decision to finalize a deal with Howard would, quote, depend on his mindset in meetings with the decision makers. So in other words, will he accept playing what could be a small role? Will he be a positive veteran presence in the locker room? The Warriors know that they need to get bigger. Coach Steve Kerr loves to play small, but there's no getting around having to potentially go through Jokic or Davis in the playoffs. You got teams like Memphis, who's a killer with Steven Adams and Jaren Jackson Jr. You've got the Timberwolves, who have Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. The Warriors fight an uphill rebounding battle every night, and that wears you down over time. Kevon Looney does what he can, and he punches above his weight class as an undersized big man, but that's the key word, undersized. He's only 6'9". Lineups with Draymond at center close most games, and he's 6'6", 6'7". Howard could serve, if nothing else, as a regular season player in the hopes that Looney or Green can be as fresh as possible for the playoffs. And maybe Howard can help beyond that. He was a big part of the Lakers' title in 2020. The defensive size and offensive rebounding potential are something he can still bring to a team. If he has the right mindset, it's a chance for the Warriors to take an essentially risk-free, non-guaranteed flyer on a guy who might really be able to fill a meaningful backup role. And I think that's worth it. Guys, that's what I think, but be sure to let me know what you think of Dwight Howard in the comments. I think it would be one of the most underrated signings of the offseason. Since you've watched this far, be sure you drop a like for the YouTube algorithm. Click that subscribe button too so you never miss another Warriors video. And speaking of signings, did you hear about this? The Warriors have officially signed Usman Garuba to a two-way contract. And when I say two-way contract, you may hear that and be like, two-way players are never any good. Who cares? And yeah, I understand that. But this isn't your typical two-way player. This dude is nice. He is a former first-round pick. He's one of the best young defensive players in the league. And he was previously on a team that had no idea how to use him effectively. The Warriors have basically just gotten a lottery pick for free. And I'm excited to see what he can bring to Golden State. I did a whole video on him, so check that out and let me know what you think. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time on the Half Court Report.